Well, first of all, let me clear up on me and public announcement, because I know a lot of people, think that we were a group, and I mean, I'm not playing public announcement.
Right.
I'm not gonna do this is David Ruff. I'm David Ruff, and this is the Temptations. I'm not gonna do that one. But
okay, all right.
Back in the days, man, it was like being a solo artist didn't seem like that was hot at the time, and so I had to, kind of like be a little smart and say, okay, I need to look like a group.
Well,
so
David
I got
Ruffin,
three dancers.
but David Ruffin branched away from the Temptations way before.
Yeah, I know, but that was back then. I'm talking about in my
90s,
era.
right, right.
I wanted to look like a group.
I got you.
And Guy and them was doing it and the whole nine. Yeah. So what I did is I got three dancers and I called them public announcement, and I choreographed moves for them to do out there on the stage to make it kind of feel like a group thing.
Sure. Until
I could really just like get on my own and do R. Kelly.
Well, it didn't take you too much longer.
I love those guys. No big ups to those guys. I love those guys. As far as Ronald Isley is concerned, I remember doing Down Low, and it just didn't feel right to me unless I got Ronald Isley on there, because it was calling his voice. I had a little falsetto, but I'm no Ronald Isley. Man, so once I ran into him in L.A., told him about the song, and I told him, I said, man, this song going to change your very life if you put your vocals on it. But at that point, I was just selling the song. I didn't know it was going to change his life or take him into another genre, let's say that, because I didn't make Ronald Isley. But I made Mr. Biggs. I feel like that song had a lot to do with that. And it kind of changed the game as far as doing movies and telling stories and songs and making it a hot song as well. And we're best friends today. And as far as Uncle Charlie, I was at a basketball court playing basketball, and I look over and I had never met Charlie Wilson, and he called my name, and I looked, and it was Charlie. So I went in. He said he wanted a song from me. He came down here to find a hit, you know, and see if I had one. I said, come on to the studio with me right now. And that very night, right in front of his face, I wrote Charlie last name Wilson, because I told him you have to be reintroduced because it's a new generation now. I love Guy Band. Everybody else love Guy Band, but my kids don't know you guys. So if you introduce yourself, and this song, I'm gonna call it Charlie last name Wilson. Now I'm not gonna lie, I gotta be honest. My feelings were hurt by Uncle Charlie when he didn't thank me when he got up there and got that damn award.
I got you.
But it's okay. I love him still. And if he called me tonight or came up to the basketball court tonight, I'd do another hit.